Decision-making is the bottleneck in most businesses. Fix that, and everything speeds up. Slow decisions frustrate almost every workplace. A task sits waiting. An approval takes days. A simple choice turns into a long discussion. The usual explanation is simple. People are slow. People are indecisive. People need to move faster. But in many cases, the real cause is not the people. It is the system around them. Slow decisions are often the result of unclear inputs, missing constraints, and workflows that force the same choices to be reconsidered again and again. Effect number 1. Decision drag. Decision drag happens when basic information is missing. Someone asks a question, but the details are incomplete. Who owns the task? What outcome is expected? What constraints apply? So the question moves back and forth. One message becomes three messages become a meeting. Someone adds more information. Another person asks for clarification. Time passes. The decision itself might be simple, but the process surrounding it creates friction. Another source of drag is unclear ownership. When it is not obvious who decides, everyone hesitates. One person waits for approval. Another assumes someone else is responsible. The decision moves around the group. People review it, comment on it, suggest changes, but no one actually closes the loop. Eventually, the problem becomes larger. Work stalls while people wait, and the delay spreads. A late decision often causes more decisions later. Deadlines move. Tasks must be reworked. Priorities shift. The system creates its own slowdown. Effect number 2. Cognitive load. Many workflows require people to make constant small decisions. Where should this file go? Which version is correct? Who should approve this? Each choice feels minor, but when dozens of these choices appear every day, attention becomes fragmented. Your brain must repeatedly stop and think. Even simple actions require effort. This slows everything down. Without defaults, every step requires a moment of judgment. Without clear structure, each person must reconstruct the process from memory. That reconstruction takes time, and it drains mental energy. Over time, this makes work feel heavier than it actually is. The tasks themselves may be straightforward, but the decisions surrounding them create friction. Misconceptions. One common explanation for slow decisions is that people simply need to move faster, but speed rarely comes from pushing people harder. It comes from removing uncertainty. When the system provides clear inputs and clear constraints, many decisions become easier. People can move forward without constant clarification. Another common response is to add more meetings. If decisions are slow, the thinking goes, gather everyone together and discuss the problem. But meetings often multiply the same confusion. More people review the issue. More opinions appear. More time is spent explaining the same background information. The real problem remains unchanged. The system still lacks clarity. There is also a belief that slow decisions show careful thinking. That quality requires long discussions. But quality and delay are not the same thing. Quality usually comes from clear standards. Clear standards allow people to judge quickly. Without them, every decision becomes a debate, and debates consume time. The real point. Reliable systems reduce this friction. They define ownership. They clarify inputs. They create default paths for common situations. Instead of rethinking each choice, people follow a structure. That structure removes many unnecessary decisions. Work moves forward more smoothly, not because people suddenly became faster, but because the system stopped forcing them to solve the same problems repeatedly. When decisions slow down, it is tempting to blame individuals, but more often the cause is structural. The workflow asks too many questions. Important information arrives too late. Responsibility is unclear. When these design flaws are removed, decisions naturally accelerate. The work did not change. The people did not change. Only the system changed. And when the system improves, decisions begin to move at the speed they should have had all along.